Hi everyone. Excuse me. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back, those that are already subscribed, and thank you so much for those that are liking and sharing my videos. It really means a lot to me, and those that are commenting, leaving me wonderful, beautiful comments. I may not respond, but I do read them, and thank you so much. Um, so I hope this Piscean full moon has been magical for you. It certainly has for me. And with every celestial event, we do get our messages. I mean, we get our messages um, everywhere, really. Strangers bring you messages. Your messages can sometimes come in the most unlikeliest of places if you're tuned in. So, the reason why I'm talking about messages and the Piscean moon is because this is an event that the Piscean full moon is about your inner worlds, right? Your inner dimensions, getting to know yourself, cutting through the layers, everything that I've been talking about basically on this channel, really. And so the full moon kind of brings that forward to you. Okay, and the reason why this is happening is because, first of all, excuse me, let me back it up to August, the Leo season with the eclipses that were happening. The eclipses can maybe like eclipse situations and people out of your life, or vice versa, bring what you need to have into your life. And the way that these eclipses happen, it's a very, very strong energy, right? And so it could leave some of us in a state of shock. And so what the Piscean full moon does is kind of bring healing to that. It's all about compassion, unconditional love, opening of the heart, and on that journey of resolving inner conflict, whatever it is, getting to know yourself. We're also being reminded of why we came here. No longer focusing on the insignificant. So this leads me to cycle completions. I know I've talked about this particular topic in my channel also, but I'm going to take a different approach on how to complete a cycle, so you could start your new one. Because a lot of you that I've been talking with this last week, this last couple days, are seeking guidance on how to do that. That a certain cycle, a certain person, a certain situation needs to leave your life. But actually to do it emotionally, because this Pisces full moon, I'm sure the energy will last for a few weeks. Maybe even until the next full moon. So it's a 30-day cycle. When you're going through that and you're going through those energies, it's all about the emotions, how to clear them, how to feel them. And one way we can clear an energy or complete a cycle even is allowing ourselves to feel that emotion. This is why we are here. The soul can only expand when it experiences this emotional, whatever it is, on an emotional level. And so we cannot be afraid to allow ourselves to feel certain things that we are, afraid to feel, like loss, like grief, like betrayal, like deceit, regret, whatever it is that you are blocking yourself from feeling because you don't want to go down that path because it's uncomfortable. As long as you're blocking that, you're not allowing yourself to complete that cycle. You're not accepting the situation or whatever it is. And so therefore, you might be going through the same cycle with somebody else. It'll be a different face. It'll be a different situation, but, same outcome because you haven't closed that chapter, okay? And so allow yourself to feel. The soul needs to experience this. And once you allow that to happen, you're going to close this chapter, whatever it is that you're trying to move forward from. It could even be a situation, for example, in a excuse me, in a relationship where the relationship is still like, you still are in that relationship, but you need to let something die, something that has been holding you back, something that keeps you from opening up to that person or speaking your truth. It doesn't necessarily mean you leaving a situation or somebody, but it's something that needs to change within you or within the relationship. And so when you have that situation and you're not letting go of that particular thing, you're kind of stagnant in that energy, like these things are going to continuously happen over and over. And so, yeah, letting part of yourself and part of that situation die so it can be rebirthed is a very important step. And a way you can do that is by just allowing it to be. Okay? Let me see. Okay, so once you allow that to happen, you will notice, and I'm saying this because I'm noticing it in myself. I've let certain parts of me die. I have allowed certain people to leave my life, my path, and I've noticed how I feel about things and how I'm proceeding is totally different. It's a very freeing experience. If I can even put words to it, it's dropping your burdens. That's what it is. But you have to go through a little bit of darkness and sadness and allow that experience to take place. And so you're not repeating the cycle, And so that is what this full moon is going to help you achieve. And it's going to happen in the most compassionate way. It's a very watery energy. And we're also in Virgo. Virgo is a very grounded and earthly energy too. So that also is a huge support. You're not doing it in a very fiery energy like Leo or Aries or Sagittarius season. Those can be a bit fiery and a bit abrupt and a bit flighty. And so, yeah, this is our opportunity. You're going to be very, very, very psychic this month as well. So pay attention to your dreams, to your thoughts. And if possible, give yourself time during the day to just be silent and be still, even if it's just for a moment. Messages are flooding in. Don't judge it. If you guys are able to do automatic writing, do so. There's messages in there for you. What I like to do actually, and I probably should do more of this, is when I first wake up in the morning, before I even do anything, I grab a pen and paper and just write stuff down. It doesn't even have to make sense. I just write down whatever comes to mind or to my heart. And believe it or not, it may be something that doesn't make sense, but you can rearrange those words. Just don't rearrange them as you're writing them down. Just let the words come out, and there's a message in there for you. You may have to do a little encryption to figure it out, but that's also another important way to get your messages and guidance. That's your higher self speaking, your spirit guides speaking to you. These connections are going to be strengthened and solidified this month in this season, the Virgo season. It's all about solidifying your plans. And so, yeah, I hope, I think I am going to keep it short. I don't know there's anything else I want to add to this, but these are like ways that I found to be effective for me to complete cycles, to let things go, and to move forward and embark on a new journey. And I know most of you are going towards that direction right now. It's so, so, so exciting. And I feel like also like the excitement has returned in my life. And I'm sure it's the same for most of you. You know, you're excited about the little things again. You're being reminded of who you truly are. And, you know, whatever your passions were that you've forgotten about, you know, as a child, have returned. And that excitement is back. And so this is what's going to propel you to your path, your journey. Whatever it is for you, it's not just about focusing on the mundane, everyday life. That is also going to actually change slightly as you're shifting. And some of these shifts, I can't even like. I've seen a slight shift in my timeline, you know, and I can't even like explain it. But if you guys really pay attention to what is around you, you will notice this shift in timeline. It also starts with your mind, you know, how it's processing things, how you're presenting yourself to the world. Pay attention to that, and you'll realize that there are subtle changes there. And let that be your guide. Let that be your inspiration to move forward, because these are positive changes. And these changes are the ones that are going to help you on your journey, on your path, on a very, very positive timeline, in a higher vibration. And so I will leave it at that. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. So much love to you guys. I will see you on the next video. Bye.